Good evening to all of you, and to my professor, Mrs. Carla Joy T. Palaris. Good evening. My name is Christian Jacob Moral Trucilla, your reporter for today. The first topic I discuss for today is the structure of prediction. The structure of prediction concerned with the properties of features of the verb which acts as predicate and with the features of the noun which serves as the subject of the sentence. We use to be plus going to plus infinitive when we make a prediction based on evidence we have now. We will use infinitive when we make a prediction which is only a guess or an opinion of ours. So that means we can use will to talk about the future. We can also use will to make prediction, talk about decisions, and make promises, offers, requests, and threats. We have 7 distinctive property. The first is person. Common present use will plural subject and or and you. Third singular use with singular subject and he, she, and it. Its argument in number subject and verb are called concord. Based on my own idea, third person is a statement about other person or thing and or directly about yourself or about the person you are talking to. The second one is tense. Common present, the verb is based from, although it may be marked with S, morpheme depending on its argument with the subject. For example, simple present. I play basketball every week. So it means we use simple present tense when an action is happening right now or when it happens regularly. The third one is phase. Simple phase, verb based from or the past tense. Phase perfect takes the various form of have plus past participle. Phase resultative made up of he plus past participle of intransitive verb. The fourth one is aspect. Simple aspect, verb based with or without the S inflectional morpheme. Next is durative aspect, verb to be plus ing verb. The next one is encotive aspect, get plus ing verb. The fifth one is modal. Modal is a verb that combines with another verb to indicate mood or tense. A modal, also known as modal auxiliary or modal verb, express necessity, uncertainty, possibility, or permission. In the other explanation, modal verbs add meaning to the main verb in a sentence by expressing possibility, ability, permission, or obligation. For example, you must turn in your assignment on time. The second one is, he might be the love of my life. The sixth one is voice. Normal voice or active voice made up of verb base its past, perfect or durative forms. Here's are the example. Monkeys adore bananas. The cashier counted the monkey. The dog chased the squirrel. All 3 sentences have a basic active voice construction, subject, verb, and object. Passive voice. The passive voice emphasizes the recipients of action or something's the action itself. In other explanation, a verb is a passive voice when the subject of the sentence is acted on by the verb. For example, in the ball was thrown by the pitcher, the ball is the subject, received the action of the verb, and was thrown is in the passive voice. And lastly, the status. Affirmative status, word or phrase, sentence expresses the validity of truth of basic assertion, while a negative form expresses its falsity. For example, birds fly, rabbits run, fish swim, dog jump, baby crawl. These are all informative sentences where the subjects are actively doing something, thereby making a positive statement about the noun in motion. Is interrogative status. On word is a function word used to ask question such as what, which, when, where, who, whom, whose, why, whether, and how. They are sometimes called WH words because in English, most of them start with WH. For example, what kind of music do you like? Where did you live? When is the best time to go to the mall? Negative interrogative sentences are often used to imply that the speaker is expecting a certain answer or for emphatic effect. Example, it seems like about everyone is signed up for the trip. Who isn't coming? We have two subject topic, usually a noun which is also distinctive features of properties. The first one is number. Singular number is used when the noun refers to one item. Plural number is used when the noun refers to more than one item. Countable noun have both singular and plural forms. Uncountable nouns and mass nouns do not normally have a plural form. The example of singular number are boy, wife, my, ox, and it. The example of plural number are boys, wives, your, oxen, and they. The second one is gender. Gender has nothing to do with predicate. Rather, a knowledge of the gender of certain nouns is needed when it pertains to the pronoun used when referring to those nouns. Example, husband, wife, king, queen, landlord, landlady, man, woman. So before we go on to the next topic, I have one question for all of you. Describe the distinctive features of noun and verbs in 6 sentences paragraph. Explain it briefly. Our next topic is all about structure of modification. The structure of modification is made up of two components, a head or main word and a modifier which serves of qualify burden, spatially or in some way affects the head. Head as noun. Noun very frequently can be found as head of structure of modification. There are 5 parts of speech, including noun itself, that can modify the noun. Adjective precedes the noun. Head constantly except if the adjective is not a single word but structure. Adjective as noun modifier. For example, fried chicken. The modifier is fried and the head is chicken. Next is a great calamity. A modifier is a great and the calamity is the head. Noun as noun modifier. This modifier also precedes the head noun constantly. It can be a positive form of basic form, noun adjunction. Example, kids play. The progressive is kids, the noun is play. The next is bus stop. The noun adjunction is bus, the noun is stop. Verb as noun modifier. This verb position may precede or follow ahead if they are parts as larger in structures. True, there are many exceptions to both this generalization, but the infinitives always follow the noun head. Example is running water. The verb is running and the noun is water. Next is bake potatoes. The verb is bake and the noun is potatoes. Adverb as noun modifier. Adverb is rarely functioned as noun modifier. The position is always directly after the noun head. Example of head, the temperature. Heaven, the question. Example of modifier, inside, above, below. Positional phrases function words as noun modifier. Prepositional phrases consist of preposition and its object. The preposition can be in a simple, compound, or phrasal form. Example, simple preposition, after, as, against. Example of compound, across from, along with, alongside of. Noun, used to identify any of a class of people, places, or things, or to name a particular part of this. Example, common noun are car, drink, tree, school. Next is the proper noun. Example, Tom, Argentina, Dr. Morgan, the president. So before we ended the class or the discussion for today, I have a question or one question for you. What are the function of a modifier? Is the main word or head stand on its own modifier? Defend your answer.